Hello again, YouTube. Baltmatrix here, and I missed a couple of things in my giant robot news yesterday, February 14th. There were a couple of things that I did want to talk about that I just completely forgot about. So let's go ahead and get into those news items, and then I want to talk about some figures that I have on deck. The first two stories come from Cybertron.com, the first of which is official images and product info for Origin Wheeljack. Unfortunately, there are no pre-orders yet, and this is a Voyager class figure. And there he is, in all his boxed glory. He looks very nice. Robot mode is okay. He's got a giant backpack, which I'm not thrilled about, but nothing I could do about it. And he comes with these clear bits. And there is the vehicle mode. Again, I'm not 100% loving the vehicle mode. I still think it looks a little bit weird, especially in the front here of the vehicle mode. It's not awful by any stretch, but it does look a bit weird to my eye. Now, the thing I did want to mention is the little plastic pieces. Specifically, the blue piece is something that goes over the front of the figure in vehicle mode to mimic the blast shielding that raises up in that first series of scenes. And then also, look at that, Bumblebee is going to be able to fit inside. That's so cool. Yes, you do kind of have to untransform or change his outer wings a bit, but Bumblebee will fit inside, so that is very cool. I am excited for this figure, but at the same point, I'm a little bit worried because there's a lot of chunk going on here. We'll just wait and see. That's all I could do is just wait and see. Next up is some Earthspark toy info. We've got a couple of new figures coming out, and I'll open an Amazon link here in a minute so you can see. But we've got Wave 4, Optimus, Thrash, and Shockwave, and Wave 5 is Megatron, Jawbreaker, Bumblebee, and Twitch. These are combining. There is a combiner gimmick to these figures, and that gimmick is right there. So here's Bumblebee. That figure looks fine. I have a feeling that it's going to transform very similarly to the Warrior class figure, but then it freaking combines with Twitch. That looks awful. That looks absolutely terrible. All you do is fold his hips down and then flip his legs around to make missile launchers. I hate it. I hate it. I get what they're going for, and it sucks. Why are you doing this? Why, Hasbro? And let's see if I could get a better picture. Well, I mean, that's the vehicle mode, so I mean, that looks okay. Except that connector port up there, and the robot mode looks fine. Anyway, and there's Twitch. So here's Twitch. Robot mode looks fine. Alt mode of the quadcopter, or the flying drone, looks awful. I'm sorry. That looks terrible. It looks like the drone is trying to grab you. I don't like that alt mode. And look how it's very simple. Chest folds up, head goes down. Arms don't even really fold back. They just kind of reach back, and then the legs collapse, and that's it. He's literally squatting down. And then you have the combined mode with Bumblebee, which looks bad. That just looks bad. It's like a robot centaur, which the Brave series had a robot centaur, and that looked awesome. This looks awful. I'm sorry. Could it be fun? Sure. I'm kind of hoping they do an Optimus and Megatron fusion. Will this be in the show? Who knows? Season 2 hasn't even been announced. We have no idea. I do not like this, my friend. I do not. And finally, we've got some official images of Gamer Edition Sideswipe. And this comes from In Demand Toys over on Facebook. And it's okay. It looks perfectly fine. The robot mode works. I'm not thrilled with the gigantic backpack. I mean, you've got pretty much the entire front of the car mode and the roof of the car mode there on his back. But the vehicle mode looks fine, if lacking in detail. I mean, it looks okay. That's probably the best image I've seen of Sideswipe. It's fine. It is absolutely fine. Will I get it? I don't know. I honestly don't know if I would pick this one up. Now, I would pick up the Sunstreaker figure. Now, we'll be taking a look at the Sunstreaker figure in a second, but I wanted to also show these images from Cybertron.com. These come from an eBay listing with both figures. A big concern I have about Sideswipe is, look at those feet. There's only one single pin holding those feet up. It's got heels, but I really hate it when they do this. That really makes me worried that the figure is going to lack posability, like severely lack posability. Oh, the back of the car mode looks pretty much fine. And that's the size. We've got Prime and Bumblebee. And then we've got Sunstreaker. And from the back, the figure looks great. Absolutely great. Comes with 2 guns. Alt mode. That vehicle mode looks pretty darn good. The spoiler looks stupid, but other than that, it looks okay. Paint matching on the chest or on the canopy there could be a bit better. Size-wise, standard deluxe class. I mean, I can't argue with the overall look, though. That robot mode is pretty sweet, and it definitely feels like a Cybertron version of Sunstreaker. I would definitely pick, or I'm going to pick this one up. Not sure about Sideswipe, but if I'm picking up Sunstreaker, I might as well pick up Sideswipe too. Dang nabbit. Alright, some quick talk about figures. We've got Commander Class Ultra Magnus. Excellent figure. Got a couple of minor gripes with him, but other than that, he's really good. Comes with a bunch of accessories. This one's going to get its own full review at some point. I just haven't had time. Voyager Animated Optimus Prime. Ton of fun. Love this figure. Great transformation, good accessory. It's a joy. I really do like it, but it's lost the magic that Derek Wyatt's designs have. It's too much of a generic Optimus Prime, and the panels on his chest and on his back have a tendency to pop off very easily. But this guy's going to get its full review. It's a ton of fun, and I love the transformation. I think the transformation is great. Chase, probably my least favorite of the new deluxe class figures. I love the alt mode. I think the car mode is great. You're going to make a wonderful Prime cliff jumper, buddy. But its robot mode is bad. I'm sorry. It's just bad. It looks good, but the posability of the arms is hampered, and the overall feel of the figure is bad, and that just might be my figure. I do not like the way the plastic feels. The plastic feels super shiny and glossy in some spots, and then really rough and brittle in others, and it's just not a fun figure for me. I've already reviewed Windblade. I think she's a good figure. It's a great version of the character, and it's really grown on me since I've done the review. I really do enjoy this figure. Transforming it is fun. It's easy. Yes, there's a robot hanging out underneath. I don't care. Animated Bumblebee is an okay Bumblebee. It's a perfectly good Bumblebee. It's just so dang small. This thing is too small for the price point. I mean, we're talking almost Legends class here. A little bit bigger than Legends class, and certainly much smaller than a normal deluxe class figure. But the figure is fun, the transformation is interesting, and both modes work, except for the stupid little 5mm ports right here behind the front wheels. Those really break up the lines in the alt mode for some reason. The robot mode is great. Could use a different head. You could swap an original Bumblebee Classics head onto this, and it would be Bumblebee. It would still be Bumblebee to me. In fact, I would really like for somebody to do that, get a better head on this, because the head on this in robot mode is kind of ugly, actually. Magnanimous, Magnificus, Mag-Rock Dude. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. I actually like the transformation on this. It's definitely interesting. It's not anything we really haven't seen before, but it's fun. The actual robot mode and the vehicle modes have a Flintstone rock lore vibe to both of them, and I love it. The weapon modes that this thing breaks into are, they're okay. But you do get to use this and plug in 2 big pieces to make a giant hammer. That's cool. Otherwise, it's kind of generic. That's really the only thing I could think of. If it didn't have the rock aesthetic, it would just be a Genericon. It really would be. And I'm fine with that. And finally, oh my god, this thing is so heavy. Oh god. Oh! This thing I picked up at AliExpress. It's absolutely gigantic. It's huge. Here is a Animated Prime. Hold on, let me get that in camera. Here's Animated Prime next to it. I mean, Jesus Christ. I haven't transformed it yet. I've only had him for like 2 or 3 days, but it's astronomically large. Holy God. It comes with accessories that are bigger than some figures. I mean, the gun he comes with is taller, or is almost as tall as Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculously big. I haven't figured out all the gimmicks yet. I just haven't had a chance to. Oh, he's missing batteries. His head is, or his eyes are supposed to light up. I'll fix that later. Anyway, I gotta get futzing with this review because, oh man, this thing's big. I just don't have the time. And he's heavy. He is so heavy. All right, that's it for today's Giant Robot News. Nothing super crazy. Just wanted to fill you in on a couple of things. So let me know what you think of all these stories down in the comments. I've been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you all next time from the void.